Colombo, Barsapara, now Thiruvananthapuram. Rain seems to be the only constant, along with change.
I think we're going to stop saying rain, rain, go away because it clearly has no intention to listen. So, breaking news update for you folks. India versus Netherlands, warm-up game, we're all hyped. Well, the toss has officially been delayed because literally water has been poured over, let's say, this match as of now.
The entire square is covered, and also most parts of the outfield are also covered in this India versus Netherlands warm-up game. And remember, whenever matches have happened in Thiruvananthapuram so far in this World Cup warm-ups, it's been a damp squib.
It has been at the very least affected. So you've had shortened matches, but not full matches.
Not full matches. So the toss has been delayed, and our correspondent in Thiruvananthapuram has also given us the update that it has been raining continuously since yesterday night. And today, according to the Met Office in Thiruvananthapuram, the heaviest spell of rain is yet to come. 11.2 millimeters of rain is expected towards the afternoon, evening time. And remember, even if it's not rained in the afternoon time, there has definitely been an evening surge when it comes to the rain. So look at what has happened. South Africa versus Afghanistan, their warm-up game got abandoned without a ball being bowled. Then you saw New Zealand versus South Africa. That game went almost 80%, but the DLS method came in because towards the end, rain once again interrupted the match, and New Zealand won by 7 runs. Australia, Netherlands at Thiruvananthapuram. Stark took a hat-trick at 65 for 6, 16 overs. You felt that you could get a game. No,
you didn't get
23 over game, still you didn't get it. And now India versus Netherlands is in big danger of being washed out, because the rest of the forecast, even according to our correspondent Shibimol, she stated that it is not a good situation at this point in time in Thiruvananthapuram. If the rain had stopped, but it's been raining since yesterday night, and that is why the entire outfield is wet. It will take time to ensure that you get a match. And remember, if the toss is delayed after 2 o'clock, 1.5 hours later, you will start losing overs. And 7:30 is normally the cutoff time. 7:30 p.m. is the cutoff time for a 20-over game. But it doesn't look like this match will start anytime soon because of this situation.
Because I mean, you know what it is like with these rain delays. We unfortunately got one at Guwahati when, you remember, it was so sudden because it seemed perfectly good conditions, and then the toss happens 2 minutes before the game is about to start. There's a little bit of an outpour. You see the ground consistently covered, and well, just unfortunate.
Okay.
It's unfortunate that you couldn't really get any match, but we have another bit of an update for you. It's from the Australia-Pakistan match. So
luckily no rain there in Hyderabad, and the Pakistan versus Australia warm-up encounter. Australia have chosen to bat, and big update from the Pakistan team is Shadab Khan is going to lead the side today.
Interesting.
Babar Azam is not there at this point in time, so it's a really
and he's fine.
To rest.
Yeah, him and Rizwan are both resting. Very interesting. How much cricket have they played?
Yeah, I mean, see, after the Asia Cup, they didn't play for 2 weeks. Close to 2 to 3 weeks they didn't play. India had a series, Australia had a series, but Pakistan resting Babar and Rizwan, 2 of their best batters at this point in time, for this Hyderabad warm-up game. And it's a warm-up. You can rotate the players.
You can choose not to field, do whatever.
I mean, Kane Williamson batted in both the games against South Africa, and you may say he hasn't played any cricket for 6 to 7 months because obviously of an injury that he had. But why? I mean, just after one game, Babar and Rizwan rested, and they are not going to play maybe until the 7th.
That's the thing. It's the problem of resting, spreading.
I mean, resting and workload management and rotation, these are the things which unnecessarily complicate an already complicated sport called cricket. I mean, we are thinking about why don't we build roofs? It's practical, but if you can't build roofs and we can't play them, that's the problem. So simple. Barsapara, you had rain, at least you had the toss there. Here, you are not at the toss also.
Yeah, and we'll obviously keep you updated if we get any updates on when exactly you can expect things. But as of now, the unfortunate reality is there is a bit of a drizzle still. So, it's going to be a while. I mean, unless the rain stops, there is literally no way that you are going to have any kind of, let's say, chance of even having the toss. Never mind a game, how many overs. None of that matters until the rain stops.
And remember, today is the last day of your World Cup warm-ups. 4th is the rest day, and after that, from 5th October till 19th November, it is only going to be World Cups, World Cups, World Cup, World Cup. And the first game is England versus New Zealand, that is going to be held in Ahmedabad. And remember, England at least had one completed warm-up game. They beat Bangladesh, although it was a 37-over match.
Yeah.
They beat Bangladesh by 4 wickets, and Moeen Ali, I mean, what tremendous exhibition of hitting, 6 sixes in that knock of his. And also, New Zealand would be lucky that they got at least full 50 overs to bat, and they at least bowled for 36 to 37 overs before the rain came and South Africa fell short. Okay, strange tragicomedy in that they fell short by 7 runs on DLS. DLS and South Africa, precursor to come for the World Cup 2023? I really don't know. So, Australia are fielding probably their full strength.
Yeah, they seem to be going for a full strength, but then that's also because you remember they had a lot of injury issues even coming into the India series, so they really were just kind of easing players in. So in that sense, I understand them going a little full tilt because they do need a lot of their players, including Captain Pat Cummins, does need that little bit of time in the middle to get into rhythm because again, they didn't really have that much. Cummins played 2 matches against India. He played one, rested one, then played the last game.
Yeah, Stark also came back, but Stark looked in good rhythm against Netherlands. Maybe it's the Netherlands batters who just couldn't manage the swing.
Quite possible.
That's there. Steve Smith got some valuable batting time. Glenn Maxwell also
Maxwell troubled India with the ball too.
4 for 40. And remember, many people are touting that he will be the X factor for Australia in this World Cup.
Wouldn't be surprised. It's Glenn Maxwell. He'll be anonymous for 8 games, then win you 2.
Yep. So, maybe he's like the kind of a synonym to Ben Stokes in the Australian team.
One big difference being that with
Stokes is more consistent.
Exactly. Stokes' big game mentality is unmatched. But with Glenn Maxwell, can't deny the fact that, mercurial as he may be, match winner for sure, on his day.
Exactly. So Pakistan versus Australia, you've seen Australia have chosen to bat. And there is no rain threat in Hyderabad, luckily, so you'll get one full game there. But here,
and Australia
India
batting, by the way. Australia batting, and you saw how that Hyderabad pitch played.
Yeah.
You would be forgiven for thinking Pakistan ended up bringing over one of their own pitches. It was
yeah,
like that.
It was. Even Shadab Khan mentioned it in the press conference. That yes, it did look like our local conditions in Rawalpindi. That was how it was. He did mention it. Breaking news. Yes, it was.
Oh,
You just have to listen to the press conference that was there. So that is the situation. And there is no opening ceremony in the CWC 23, my friend.
Yeah, why would there be an opening ceremony?
Normally there, when was the last?
You don't have opening ceremonies in a World Cup. Not an ICC World Cup for sure, not that I recall. Yeah.
There is no opening ceremony, my friend. So,
I mean, it's funny. You could keep it because I mean, even the stuff like the FIFA World Cup, keeps an opening ceremony now.
But I think, I agree with Akash Bharadwaj. They may have not been rested. They may bat. They are not going to field.
Yeah, that's what it seems likely because again, remember this is not a List A game. It doesn't count as one, so you can actually use your squad. You might just see them bat a little bit, but I don't think they wanted the effort of fielding 50 overs.
If Australia make 350, 360, then this will be a challenge for Pakistan. Remember, it's a Rawalpindi-like road. Maybe they would want to fancy themselves at that point in time. So
who really knows?
Yeah, so India versus Netherlands play looking very, very unlikely at this point. Maybe you'll have to wait for the next 2 to 3 hours.
Potentially.
That is if the drizzle stops.
Yeah, because if the drizzle stops or worse, which is something we've seen happen, if the rain intensifies, then you're done for.
And this outfield at Greenfields in Thiruvananthapuram has taken a pounding for the last 3 to 4 days.
Exactly.
And not just in the afternoon, in the morning, that is the situation. And also in the night time. Night time, the rain intensity is tremendous in Kerala. So that's why it's sad that India are going to go into the World Cup having not played any warm-up games whatsoever.
Yeah, it does seem, at least right now, that is very much a reality you're facing. But I don't think the team minds that much. You saw Rohit Sharma last time in the toss for the,
Barsapara match,
yeah, for the Australia match. He seemed, the England game, sorry. He seemed least bothered. He's like, okay, it's okay, this, that. Even the England team had such a long flight that even they were like, yeah, it's okay. If the game doesn't happen, we'll go and get some rest.
That is the thing. See, England are at least playing in Barsapara. They played their next game. But here, India have had to travel to Thiruvananthapuram.
And will then go to Chennai for their opening match. So.
That is the point. I am only stating that maybe people will not admit it and people will not say, oh, this is the thing. But travel is going to be the major factor. It could lead to a massive fatigue factor.
Yeah, and especially for India, because they're playing in what, 9 centers? They're
They
not
are the
playing-
only team to play
Yeah,
in 9
exactly.
centers.
Which you kind of expect, because again, Indian team, 9 matches, you'd want to spread it out.
Australia and England are also playing in 8 venues.
Yeah, but a lot of teams are playing, like New Zealand, I know, is playing in. They have two matches which are in
Yeah.
the same venue.
Same
like
venue.
So 4 matches really, which are, they'll not be
Yeah,
traveling for
exactly.
that much, and that's actually advantageous because again, it is a problem if you have to constantly travel. And trust me, India is not a small country.
And logistically, it's even worse as well. So that is a situation that we have got right now. And in Guwahati also, as one of our family members pointed out, it's melting
still
down.
melting, yeah.
But there is no game in Guwahati at this point. I don't think so. Hyderabad and Thiruvananthapuram, that's about it. So Thiruvananthapuram, it's drizzling, and in Hyderabad there is a game going on, Australia versus Pakistan. Let's see how that progresses. The final day of the World Cup warm-ups.
After that?
Day after tomorrow, you're going to see the proper World Cup begin.
Absolutely.
So thank you so much, folks, for joining us for this live. Lot of Asian Games action coming up from
Stay
4:30
tuned.
onwards. Stay tuned to Sports Today. Tap that bell icon so you know when we go live, and don't forget to download the Sports Talk mobile app for all the information that you need in English and Hindi regarding the Asian Games, World Cups. It's just getting started, my friends. Bye bye.